Hello friends and strangers, I am Heli, and in this video I will take you with me into Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars, which is a story-rich fantasy role-playing game told entirely through the medium of cards. You will see what I mean once we get into it. So without further ado, let's do that and start a new game.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any rate, I'm the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards, which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on. In fact, I insist on it. However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well.
For this Let's Play, I will choose to display the subtitles, as I know that some viewers will prefer that. Yes, I know, we can change this later if we want to.
Now then, are you ready? Let's begin. Welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
And who might you be?
I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
I kind of doubt it will be. The Dragon and the Isle of Bliss.
We begin in a cave. The surrounding rocks are slimy with damp. It feels as if some foul creature could leap out from the shadows at any moment. Yet in this horrible place gathers a fellowship of 3 adventurers. One is a young woman. You can tell just by looking at her, she enjoyed a good upbringing. Another is a stoic warrior. He stands at the ready, scanning his surroundings for any sign of threat. Last but not least is the old man. He has a sagely air and gazes into the darkness stretching out before him.
He is also the only one wearing sensible clothing.
These adventurers seek a certain treasure hidden in this cave.
So we're on a treasure hunt. Move further into the cave. Will do. Oh yes, that is us. Our pieces in the middle of the screen. And I am playing with mouse and keyboard for this Let's Play because my controller is quite a bit noisier than my mouse and keyboard are, so this way is just better for Let's Play purposes. I'll move us to this door here.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
Let's push the handle.
The stoic man takes hold of the handles and pushes as hard as he can. but the door doesn't so much as budge. The stoic man winds his leg back and lets fly a powerful kick into the door. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
So neither option was in fact correct? Let's move here and also take a look at the other side. I like to be thorough.
Something leaps out at the Fellowship from the darkness.
Our first battle. A couple of skeletons. The fight is on. Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. Right, so as you can see here, well, you can't actually see my mouse cursor, but as you can see on the sort of upper left of the screen, in this little box, there are a couple of pearls or marbles. They are called gems, and each of your abilities costs gems. Well, there are free ones, like this magic strike, that doesn't cost anything. But then white heal costs 1 gem, and white light costs 2 gems. We will start with white light, because I would think that skeletons would be weak to this sort of thing. The number in red indicates HP. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. A card's attack is indicated in its lower left and defense in its lower right. Give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. Let's try water damage. That did not work so nicely. That does it for battle basics. The rest is up to you. Play your hand wisely. I will do my best. Full swing. Ooh. That took care of that. 40 exp and 38 gold.
These adventurers have seen their fair share of battle and defeat their attackers with ease.
Let's explore further.
As the trio approaches the treasure chest, an awful rumbling resounds deep in the cave. "You shall not have it," a voice growls. Before the wary trio appear creatures the likes of which they've never seen. Don't hold back.
As we get further into the game, we will see that these creatures are in fact quite common enemies in this game. So I'm having a bit of difficulty believing that these people have never seen them before. Ah, too bad we can't do the hurricane now. Let's... Water damage didn't work so well on the on this skeleton. I would imagine it wouldn't be very awesome against slimes either, but you never know until you try. That actually worked. I would sort of imagine the skeleton to be the more dangerous of those. So let's take it out. I wonder, would this be enough to deal with this slime? No. Not even with a crit hit. Well, hurricane should take out that one and damage the other too. Yes.
Oh?
And then, of course, we will do the full swing here. And that's that. $148 and 151 gold.
The young woman edges around the monster's bulk to stand before the treasure chest. There is treasure inside, no doubt about it, but it's locked tight.
There's gotta be some way of opening it. Let's use the key.
The woman slides the simple key into the lock. The chest clicks open. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle. At last we've retrieved the royal treasure, the old man says. The woman and warrior exchange a nod.
The white-robed adventurers found the royal treasure.
Their quest complete, the triumphant trio put the cave behind them.
So the people lived in peace till a dragon came. It was defeated and it fled. Years passed. People knew peace again until the dragon returned. And now the queen gathers adventurers to slay the dragon. Chapter 1: Journey in Pursuit.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Mellow reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. In the crowded audience chamber jostle all manner of knights, adventurers, and bounty hunters. The white-robed adventurers stand close to the throne. A palace guard calls over the tumult, "Be silent! Her Royal Majesty graces us with her presence." The cacophony ceases the moment Queen Nilla enters the chamber. Seated upon the throne, the queen faces the crowd, her lips part. "Thank you all for heeding my call to slay the dragon. Whatever it takes to defeat this reawakened evil, I ask that you do it. Whomsoever conquers this beast will be honored for ages to come and handsomely rewarded." At that, the gathered crowd cheers loud enough to shake the castle's very foundations. "Leave the dragon to us, Your Majesty," say the white-robed adventurers, as if the beast's demise at their hands is assured. "Indeed, you did well to reclaim the royal treasure," the queen replies. "I thank you, for my stomach becomes most upset without it, so the treasure is a staple of the royal medicine cabinet. It puts my mind at ease to know the Ivory Order offers its aid in slaying the dragon. The trio are disciples of the Ivory Order, a charitable organization beloved the realm over. Indeed, anyone would think this illustrious trio the heroes of our tale.
Yeah, one might.
But they'd be wrong.
Ooh, a twist.
So we just gotta slay the dragon and we'll be drowning in gold. The man trails off, drooling over unknowable fantasies. Beside him, a strange creature lets out a chirping coo. Pay attention, because this is important. There he is, or there you are, I should say, the hero of our tale. A humble bounty hunter. You love little in this realm more than coin. A seemingly tedious fellow who doesn't hesitate to claim the title of hero for yourself. When you heard about the quest to slay the dragon, it was the promise of reward that lured you to the castle. Now then, if you wish to officially register for the hunt, see me so I can get your signature. You wonder why you need to sign anything, but head for the guard anyway.
Right.
Shall we?
Stand before the guard and sign your name. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the Y button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that'll move the story along. Okay, so cards with glowing edges are story things. And we can look around by using the arrow keys. So this glowing card is the card we need to see, I think.
Sign here, says the guard. handing you a pen and paper.
What should our name be? No more than 12 characters. I wish there was like some kind of a randomization button here that we could use. Well, seeing as I'm a bounty hunter, should I just call myself Hunter? Or something more creative? Or should we just stick with Ash? Let's stick with the default Ash. Yep, that's right.
You sign your name. A
The
fine name.
The default is just fine with me.
After you've signed, the guard motions to the strange creature beside you. The monster, too. You sign your companion's name as well. Mar. Mar, your friend and sometimes traveling companion. Though he can't speak the human tongue, he seems to understand it well enough. Thank you. Now we'll know what to have engraved on your tombstones. Can't ask the dead what name to mark their grave with, after all, the guard chortles. You want the reward as badly as you don't want to die. You figure you better make some strong friends.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. Speak with the others gathered in the hall to form a fellowship for the journey ahead. Okay. Well, that's obviously the queen, so she's not gonna come with us.
Asking Queen Nilla to join you is beyond preposterous. Better not even try.
Yeah, I thought so.
Don't get yourself killed out there, says the guard curtly.
Nah, not the friendliest of people. What about these Ivory Order people? Could they take a couple of new adventurers into their party?
Offer to join forces with the Ivory Order trio? We select few are sufficient to defeat the dragon. We require no additional aid. And we certainly don't require the aid of a no-name wastrel. With that, the trio takes their leave of the castle.
Well, that was rude and totally uncalled for. And what about you?
Never know what you might hear that'll lead you in the right direction. The man wanders off somewhere, muttering to himself. I'll let the Order handle this. Me, I'm heading home.
All right.
Before you even open your mouth to ask him to team up, he cuts you off. Thanks, but no thanks.
Hey, I could be more useful than I look.
You ask him to team up, but he refuses angrily. I ain't splitting the reward with nobody.
So what?
You weren't planning on sharing either. so you don't try to change his mind.
He thinks he can defeat the dragon all by his lonesome?
No way am I adventuring with anyone who keeps that sort of creepy company, he says.
Well, I wouldn't have been interested to adventure with someone like that either.
You'll need tough gear, the man says, wandering off.
Not exactly the friendliest of people here, are they?
Let us depart. We have a realm to save. He grabs his less than enthused colleague by the wrist and drags her off. You catch a glimpse of the terrified look on her face, and then the two disappear out of the audience chamber.
Aww.
The castle will close to visitors shortly. Please be on your way. You're shooed out of the castle.
Nobody wanted to adventure.
In the end, you set out, just the two of you, to hunt the dragon.
Yeah, nobody wanted to adventure with us. Set forth. All right, we will. Let's see. Item shop.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
What you got? And do we have any money to buy it? We have 1,000 gold. You only have bombs. No thanks.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
Yes. Who are you?
A weapons merchant accosts you in the street, despite your best efforts to mind your own business.
Suspicious weapons merchant.
He speaks to you in a voice barely above a whisper. You want the most powerful weapon there ever was?
Heck yeah, if it's legit and not a scam of some sort.
He conspicuously checks his surroundings before revealing this weapon of apparent renown to you.
Phoenix Flame.
To hear him tell it, this is a legendary weapon, and one of its kind at that. It can be yours for 20,000 gold pieces, he says.
Nah, would you settle for 1,000?
You can smell the scam a mile away, and yet the aura of this weapon does have something of the legendary about it.
I don't have 20,000. Can we scam him back?
You open your coin purse only to find you don't have 20,000 gold pieces. No money, no sale. He
Oh,
tucks the weapon away once more.
that was a cool-looking weapon. Who's that?
The old man kindly warned you of the dangerous monsters outside of town.
All right. Gilded door.
The door is shut tight. You spy a keyhole on it, suggesting the existence of a corresponding key.
Can we get here? No. What's this?
The child says you should see Nexton as soon as you leave the castle town.
Good to know. Thanks. Carriage shop.
You peek inside the carriage shop only to hear the owner call out that they're closed. Guess you won't be making use of them after all.
Okay then. Is that all the locations? Yes. What's this?
Before you stands a sign calling for people to join the hunt for the dragon. Earlier, you saw the bit about the handsome reward for whoever slays the dragon and hightailed it to the castle. A woman stares at the sign, transfixed.
Another scantily clad woman. This one is a bit more scanty than the ivory trio one.
Her face curls into a scowl as she notices you. "Monster!" the woman cries and flings magic at Mar.
Oh no!
Startled by the spell, Mar grows dizzy.
You shout? Mar, you alright?
You gather the dizzy Mar in your arms and glare at the woman. "This ain't a monster," you growl, as the woman snarls over you, "I hate monsters." The two of you bicker for quite a while.
One hour later.
In the end, the woman admits she may have jumped to conclusions, but stubbornly refuses to apologize.
Okay, I'll take what I can get. That's as good as an apology to me.
Inwardly, you call her unsavory names as your attention shifts to a different topic of conversation. Turns out she really hates the dragon and would love to take him down with her own two hands. But she knows she's no match for him alone, so she's at a loss for what to do.
Ooh, we get a traveling companion after all.
When you tell her you're after the same thing, she squints down her nose at you. "Fine," she says. "I can help you."
Yay! Well, absolutely.
She's a little annoying, but you are looking for quest companions.
The more of us there are, the bigger the chances we survive, right?
"I only want to see the dragon dead. I don't care about anything else," she mutters. You overhear her remarks and grin without thinking. Then you don't care about getting a share of the reward. That suits you perfectly. You happily join forces with the black-clad woman.
Yay!
She introduces herself as Melanie. She tells you she is a witch, but says nothing of why she hates monsters or what grudge she bears against the dragon.
Melanie joins your party. Okay. We'll save here for now and continue or start our adventure next time, when we'll be heading out of town and apparently, if we are to believe this child here, toward Nexton, in pursuit of any clues about this dragon. So, thanks so much for watching, liking, commenting and subscribing. All of those things really help this channel a lot. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.